Hey guys, and welcome back to another Battlefront 2 Duels video. Like usual, we're going to be doing one light side duel and one dark side duel. So let's get right into it. This video is a little different because in this one it's 1v1s, like the usual 2v1s that you'd get in Hero Showdown. Not quite sure why the games didn't fill out, but it does make it to be more interesting, so it's still pretty good. So I start this by emoting like you usually do at the beginning of like a 1v1 duel. I'm using Luke this time, which is a bit different to a lot of my other duels videos. I'm using a lot of new characters in this because of the 1v1s. It gives me an opportunity to use some characters I don't normally use, so that makes this video a little bit different as well. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I might use these characters a bit more because they are quite fun to use and I don't really get to use them often. By this point I'd already got the Vader pretty low, so he was retreating away and I was chasing after him. I caught up because he was faster than Vader. I got lucky. Well, pretty lucky force push him in there, and another lucky repulse. Trying to keep the pressure up, and that does eventually end the duel, so that went pretty well. Moving on to the next one. Right, in this one it's Anakin versus Kylo. I haven't used Anakin in a while, so I do get a bit sloppy in the middle of this one. But it's kind of expected. We haven't used a hero in a while.
The Force is strong.
I used a lot of Kylo's own attacks against him in this duel, and that, I don't know if that leads to him dying. I'm pretty sure it's just because he tried to back off and I got a good pull on him. But I got a pretty good pull and then repulse chain there, and that killed him mid-air, and it was a pretty good kill. So we're moving on to the next one now. Yoda's a bit of a weird character for me because quite a while back I couldn't use Yoda at all. I had no idea how you were supposed to play him. He does have a very particular playstyle that you do have to get used to, and I think I've finally got used to it. So I can actually be quite good with Yoda now. The Vader was playing very defensively, and I don't know if that's because he lost the past 2 rounds, or if he realised that when he had played aggressively I used it against him, but he played quite defensive, and he turns and runs in the other direction here, so I try and cut him off by going in the other direction and going down the little hole that I think he was running towards. So I'm playing quite aggressive here because Yoda's dash ability is a block breaker, so I can kind of keep the damage up and don't let him regen. And I've realised something when recording this. It was when Yoda gets choked, if he uses his heal ability, it does drop him from the choke, so that's really useful to know if you want to use that in the future. So in this one it's Dooku versus Finn, which is quite weird because people don't usually use Finn for hero modes, as he's more built for like the trooper modes. I don't know if he was doing that because he's good with Finn, or if he was just trying to get rid of my best character, because a lot of people do go for the best character first. I don't tend to do that, just because people do something like this. I tend to go for my second best first because it means I'm still using my character that I'm comfortable with, but something like that can't happen to me. Alright, in this one he goes BB-8 and he's just running around the map the entire time. I think he's just trying to go for the draw or something, so I'm going to speed it up so it doesn't take too long. So I'm probably not going to talk through this because not a lot happens, but if I do find anything interesting to talk about, I'm sure I'll add in.
You cannot hide forever. Where is your commander? Worthless. I think not.
This could have actually been a more interesting duel, because if you've seen my droid video, you've seen that droids are very capable of taking on enemies 1v1, and then they can actually be very good in certain situations. So I feel like this could have been one of the situations, because Vader is very slow, and that's pretty ideal for the droids to be able to take on. When a lot of you know when BB-8 came out, he was known as a anti-Vader character just because of how overpowered he was to take on a Vader with, and I feel like that could have been done here, but he was just running around. I think he was trying to annoy me, making quite a simple shot, but I get it, yeah, so it's not really too much to worry about. One thing that I really like about Kylo is how explosive his frenzy attack is. You can use it pretty randomly, and it's quite hard to anticipate that it's going to happen. Like here, I just use the last hit with his frenzy is a block breaker, so you pretty much guaranteed a hit if you're in striking range. I'm trying to use that leap that it does at the start of the frenzy to my advantage here. I'm hiding around the corner to try and draw him out, and I'm charging him when he gets into the range. It worked a little bit, but it could have gone better. I start to lose a lot of health here because there's quite a few hits on me. A lot of the hits in this round are a bit strange, and the hitboxes are a bit weird. I feel like a lot of them shouldn't hit, but it did make me have to play on the defensive, and there's only so long you can actually push back without pushing forward on your enemy, but which I can do in this situation. Okay, so this final duel isn't a 1v1, but it's part of the same round, so I felt like it was necessary to keep it in the video.
Mark your squad up behind.
I begin the slaughter. My troops will
I am
finish.
not your enemy.
Already lost.
So here I back off because the Finn and the one are both pushing us down the corridor, and I don't know why, but I back behind the Grievous for cover from the Finn, which is a really smart idea because Grievous doesn't have the best defensive stamina because he's all about attack. The other one kind of got sandwiched in between us there, same with the Finn, and that ends the duel. One last thing before I end this video, I'm probably gonna start a tips and trick video for each of the characters. I've done something like this in the past on my old channel, but I feel like it would work a lot better with the formatting of my new videos, and it will just work out a lot better in general. So be looking out for that in the future. I'll probably start working on that tomorrow. Should be about by Thursday, but knowing me, I can't keep my promise on that, but just keep an eye out for that. So I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.